have chapter 3, number 7. Here you're asking to calculate the slope, basically. Okay. All right. So here we go. We can visually see how the slope is changing. You go from the left point to the right point. It looks like you're going up 1, 2, 3. So your delta y here, it is 3. Then here it looks like it's going to the right 1, 2. So your delta x is equal to 2. So the slope, by definition, okay, is m equal to the change of your y over your change of your x. Okay, that is the slope formula, right? So now all we have to do is just erase this and plug in the values. The delta y, the vertical, was 3. And then the delta x, which is your horizontal, it is 2. So here the slope is 3 over 2. Let's take a look here at B. Same thing here. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Delta y is equal to -5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Delta x is equal to 3. Right, so m is equal to the delta y on top and delta x, which is on bottom. Right, the delta y that we got visually, it is a value of -5, and then the x, which is the value of 3. So here the slope is -5 over 3. This makes sense because it's a negative slope because the line is going down. Let's take a look at C here. All right. How are we going from the 20 to the 14? We're minusing 6. How are we going? And this is considered to be the delta y here. How are we going from 4 to 7? The delta x, which is going to be 3. We know the formula is this. So now we're just going to plug in the values that we have from before. The delta y, which is on top, it is -6. And then the delta x, which is going to be a 3. Yes, you can simplify this. -6 divided by 3 is just -2. That would be the final answer. Right, D, let's do this. How are we going from 2 to 2? Delta y is equal to 0. How do you go from -1 to 1? Delta x is equal to 2. Slope formula is m is equal to delta y over delta x. Let's just plug in the values here. Delta y, it is a 0. Delta x, which is a 2 here. Right? We can't simplify it. 0 divided by 2, it is just 0. This has a slope of 0. Okay. Next here, this is a 2 point. All right. Okay. So here, I'm going to do this once and only once. I'm actually going to show this from the equation point of view. Okay. So this is x1, x2. This is y1 and y2. The equation for slope is this, right? But what is the change of y really? The change of y, it's just really the y2 value minus the y1 value, and then the x, which is right here, which is going to be x2 minus x1. Okay, that's technically the slope as well. Okay, so let's just plug in the values here. Right, the y2 was 7 minus the 5. We're going to divide this. The x2 is 2. 0, x1, it is 0. So 7 minus 5, which is 2. 2 minus 0, it is 2. This just becomes 1. So here you can say that the slope is just 1. This is using the equation. Okay? All right. I'm going to use the equation one more time for E because, again, it is the same thing here. Let's label it. This is x1. This is x2 because this is the second point. 4 is y1 and this is y2. So now we can just plug it in. Okay? x2, it is negative 20 minus y1, which is 4. Then we have 5 for x2 minus negative 10. All right? So negative 20 minus 4, it is negative 24. Then we have 5 minus a negative 10, which becomes a positive 15. Okay? Negative 24 divided by 15. Can that be simplified? Yeah, this can be simplified to just negative 8 over 5. That is your m here. That is your slope. Okay? So I showed it how to find slope in actually 3 ways here. Okay? I showed it on how to use the graph by just counting. C, I do that by doing the change between 2 points, or E and F, I'm finding the slope by using the equation of the slope formula.